Well, another one. Weaver John C., Roseman, California. March 11th, 2022. Time index. Say 23 Pacific Standard Time. Friday. Let it be known that the United States and NATO allies are seeing the fall and the end of Ukraine. I hate to sound pessimistic at this point over here, but because of trying to spare a larger war to be enraged upon the world, we're sacrificing Ukraine for that. We could try giving them all the band-aid solutions, but they really needed, we couldn't give them because we were too damn afraid. We were too damn afraid of having the world erupt into a single world war against Russia. We don't know how China would have acted or reacted if we actually declared war on Russia because of what they've done in Ukraine. But because Ukraine didn't have any official titles with NATO for a long period of time, they are going to be looking at the legality of it. If there be any survivors left to be tried, if the Hague was actually ever able to be survived. Currently, we are looking at war crimes and issues that Russia has for invading another country for no reason at all, except to being totally insane. And all NATO could do was argue among itself on how to get the rest of the military hardware over there. Aircraft and artillery is what they needed, and we failed them on it. I, as a United States citizen, am seeing this not for the first time, but on a constant basis. When countries actually asked for NATO and the United States for help, we tried, but we failed. What we were afraid of is another contracted war leading up to a nuclear war. It was one thing when the United States had gone to war with Iraq and Afghanistan, because both countries did not carry nuclear capabilities. And that's the thing that terrifies NATO and the United States and the rest of the allies, is Russia's threats of using nuclear weapons on mankind. They're more than willing to bomb Ukraine into oblivion if they have to. But they will have their Soviet Union back. And NATO will help them. Russia will use whatever influence it can after it's through with Ukraine over the next month or two. The president of Ukraine will have no choice but to give in to Putin's demands, unfortunately. Give in to the biggest damn bully we've got on the planet. China didn't want to get involved in a situation. They were already involved with enough land grab as it is. And we also considered them very brutalistic when it came down for human rights. The hardest thing for us in the United States is dealing with. We have a contract with Russia for getting astronauts up and back from the United Space Station, from the International Space Station, actually. And we don't know whether or not we're going to get that astronaut back or not. If it is going to be plausible or not to get an astronaut back from the International Space Station. SpaceX can get up 4 astronauts and back. But in order to get the U.S. astronaut out of there, they're either going to have to make room across the seats, or they're going to have to spare one of the astronauts and rescue them on their own. And I'm afraid that may have to be. It may have to be that way. Because if we've cut off all diplomatic and all normal trade with Russia, that means we're also cutting off access regarding space travel as well. We're considering Russia as persona non grata because of Putin's reckless actions. If this record ever survives, let it be known that the United States, while trying to sound strong, had screwed part of this up by allowing a madman to take control over much territory. By allowing fear of another war to happen and also for more U.S. citizens to die over this, we have started or helped start World War III without even realizing it. I'm afraid we screwed ourselves over. I hope in my heart I'm wrong about this. In my gut, I know I'm right about this. Too much so. And we will have to wait for the homeland to get attacked before we actually react. I'm not looking forward to that either. But it will happen. It will happen. And we all will pay the price. We will all pay the price.